At the dawn of the digital age, billions of ideas and dreams are battling it out. My quest is to find the exceptional one, that one in a billion. The one who conquers all the challenges, with all but one idea. To be that one in a billion. To be a unicorn. Our adventure, our quest begins. This is Unicorn, chasing the startup dream.
India is a country of the young. The competition in the job market is cutthroat. Good grades and fancy degrees won't help you make the cut. You need a great strategy to break into the very competitive job market and emerge as a winner.
My strategy for applying for a job would be to shortlist companies based on the kind of work.
I have applied through consultancies, but at the end of the day, it does not matter. It's the company which matters.
I have friends working in different companies. I will ask them to forward my resumes to the HR so that I can get an option to interview in their company.
Competition. The spirit to excel, armed with great skill and academic prowess. Big fancy degrees and high salary expectations. The job market in India is highly competitive and it's definitely the survival of the fittest. With new avenues opening up and resumes overflowing with skills, it's a daunting task for employers to find the right fit for their organization and for aspirants to find the right job that matches their skill set. And India is one country where people are hired on word of mouth or the good old referral system. And one startup saw this as the perfect opportunity to tap into people's habit of referrals by creating an ecosystem for the same. Myrefers may sound like your good old hiring platform, but the founders insist they are different. So I want to know, how is Myrefers different from hiring platforms like Naukri.com, LinkedIn or Monster? How will Myrefers make money to sustain itself in the long run? Can Myrefers disrupt a market primarily ruled by consultants?
Driven, aggressive in their execution, passionate about their idea. Meet the four faces behind Myrefers, a referral recruitment platform startup that aims to take over the jobs marketplace with a simple, unique system. At the helm is founder and CEO Lalit Bhagia, and manning the operations is his better half, Bhagia, who knows how to control a big team. Meet Piyush Mittal, the Chief Technology Officer, who is a big data champion. And adding his strong set of skills to this team is Gunaseelan Mani, the product manager at Myrefers. But let's be honest, the jobs marketplace in India is bursting at the seams with competition. So dear founders, tell us, what are your mottos?
As a company, you're only as good as the people you hire.
If you hire people who are smaller than you, you become a company of dwarfs. Always hire people who are greater than you so that you become a company of giants. I had nothing to lose, but everything to lose. I was at a very senior position with a leading media company, earning great dollars. I'd built a dream house over the years, put it on mortgage, and said, this is how I want to start up. That's how Myrefers was born.
It was 7 days after my delivery of my baby that I was back at work.
I'm from a small town where I was running a business. The business couldn't scale because there was lack of opportunities. Now I'm here to prove that people from small towns can build scalable businesses.
Myrefers operates on a simple funda. It connects your social friend circle and allows you to refer jobs. So the startup will send you jobs and job seekers after you sign up. All you have to do is refer a job seeker and you receive a goodwill reward that ranges anywhere between 500 and 5 lakh rupees. But dear founders, we still want to know what your users, the good Samaritans or referrers think.
The good thing about Myrefers is the candidates who come through this network, there's always a sense of credibility with these candidates because they're referred by someone.
I thought starting up would be very easy because I'd always build businesses from scratch. But now when you look at it, that was like bungee jumping. This is skydiving. And skydiving not at 15,000 feet, but at 35,000 feet.
The four founders of Myrefers watch over a young team of 25 people In the year and a half since its inception, Myrefers has worked with around 50 firms, including bigwigs like HCL, Reliance Digital, Star TV and Make My Trip. But let's be frank, if you're looking for a job, wouldn't you rely on established names like Naukri.com or Monster? So how does the startup work?
Myrefers website on its own actually advises you which of your friends are best selected for or best suited for a particular job. And from there, once the person applies, there's a trust, there's a skill match for the company, a culture match for the company that the system again does, and then only a profile goes to a client.
But hey, referring someone for a job takes time and patience that many of us lack. So if I am referring someone, dear founders, what's in it for me?
As a job referrer, the benefits are obvious. There's a referral money that the company pays Myrefers, and Myrefers passes a portion of that to the referrer. So as a job referrer, you take back money from the referral. That is once your friend gets hired.
The enterprising founders at Myrefers have been able to do just that by aggregating around 2.25 crores in funding from several investors, including Bedrock Ventures. Their revenue model is pretty simple. For every person hired and interviewed through their portal, they receive a commission ranging between 8 and 12%. But what we want to know is, how will they plan to scale up?
From a scale-up perspective, like any other marketplace, you have to scale up more buyers. That means more companies looking to hire on the platform, and more sellers, which means more marketing and enrolling more consultants and freelancers on the platform. So for us, scaling up is all about adding more buyers and more sellers on the platform.
Myrefers has a work culture similar to most startups and in stark contrast to most corporate giants. There's an energy and zeal in the eyes of the members and founders. While the atmosphere may appear relaxed and almost casual, work gets done efficiently, something that's integral to the founders' ethos.
Working at Myrefers is all about coming to office with a smile, knowing that you're making a difference, and going back with a smile. Our thought is that we rise by lifting others, and we want to imbibe that within the organization also.
But just like the game of Jenga, running a startup requires great focus and skill. One wrong move and you're at the bottom of the chain. So dear founders, do tell us, how do you plan to beat the competition from Monster.com and Naukri.com?
Unlike the other existing job portals, we are building information over the data.
We are different from other job portals in the sense that we are a marketplace and we enable transactions. If you consider Monster as the OLX in hiring, we are the Amazon of hiring.
Well, Team Myrefers, we want you to prove your mettle and we're going to put your idea through a test. Let's see what our mentor thinks.
Myrefers is an interesting model. It basically scrapes social media and for recruitment purposes, which is interesting. I think it's very innovative. It should sort of go a long way, but to get there is a long way. Stays the course, they persist, and they keep innovating as they go along because they'll keep getting a lot of feedback and customer and client and user feedback, and they can innovate. I think this could be interesting. LinkedIn would be competition, and that's an interesting competition. If LinkedIn can sort of scrape the social media, then they will have a competition. But you know, sometimes competition is interesting because a larger player would say, why reinvent the wheel? Why not